morning students. In previous session we have discussed digestion in the humans till stomach. Now we'll proceed to small intestine. Small intestine has three parts: duodenum, jejunum and ileum. Duodenum and jejunum are involved in digestion. Ileum is involved in absorption. So basically in small intestine two processes occurs: digestion and absorption. For this three juices play an important role, that is bile, pancreatic juice, and the last one is intestinal juice, which is secreted from intestinal walls. Now bile is stored in gallbladder and is emptied into duodenum as soon as the chyme enters. Now chyme in the stomach has acidic pH. This acidic pH of chyme has to be turned into alkaline pH, which is done by bile juice. The reason for this is alkaline pH activates pancreatic enzymes. Apart from this, bile also functions in a process named emulsification. Emulsification is a process which can be understood by a simple activity. Consider a beaker filled with water and you have dropped oil in it and you have shaken it well. You will see many oil droplets in it. This conversion of oil into oil droplets is a process you can understand as emulsification. It is occurring in the duodenum by the bile and thus helps to increase surface area of the fat globules. Larger fat molecules are broken down into smaller fat globules by the process of emulsification. This clearly you can see increases the absorptive surface area, which helps in better action of the enzyme named lipase. Now let's discuss about the other pancreatic enzymes also. Pancreatic enzyme lipase, as I told you, will be acting on lipids which have been emulsified by bile and will convert it into still smaller globules. It will break down carbohydrates further by pancreatic amylase into disaccharide and protein into dipeptide. This is done by enzyme trypsin. Trypsin is secreted in inactive form, that is trypsinogen. It is activated by another enzyme named enterokinase, which you will be studying about in higher classes. Now still you can see these are not completely digested and converted into absorbable forms. So further they have to be broken down still. So how they will be broken down? So they will be broken down with the help of intestinal juice. Intestinal juice is secreted by intestinal walls. It is also known as sulcus entericus. It will be converting finally all the smaller forms of carbohydrates into glucose, protein into amino acids, lipid into fatty acid and glycerol. These are the final products of the digestion. That means our digestion ends in the jejunum part and will be having final products glucose, amino acid, fatty acid and glycerol, which can be absorbed now in the last section of the intestine, that is ileum. Ileum has finger-like projections throughout and they are termed as villi. They help in increasing the absorptive surface area and thereby better absorption. Amino acid, glucose are absorbed as it is from villi, but fatty acids have complex mechanism which we will be studying in higher classes. Once they are absorbed and enter the blood, rest of the waste material is passed on to large intestine where excess of water will be reabsorbed. Finally, from the large intestine, it will enter rectum and will be ejected out via anus. So that is end of the human digestive system. I hope you have understood. Thank you.